Giving up is hard to do when you still depend upon.
Leave no trace, or leave things better than they were when you started. There's a cool little idea with this, and it has to do with my guitar. And it's always just sitting right over there. Oh. Target was a bust.
Target was a bust.
Now we're at Walmart.
That's right.
So there's been this gap in my room that's been bugging me ever since I put up all these posters, and the gap is right there. And there really hasn't been a place for my guitar. So I think you can see where So today's challenge is called Leave No Trace, which is essentially like when you walk into a room, you always leave something, or you go to the bathroom, you leave some nose hairs or whatever around. The idea is that when you go into a room, you're so aware of what you were doing that you leave no trace that you were even in there. And then part two, after you start realizing that, and you build that awareness, is that you leave the room better than where you left it. This is a challenging one for me. My room is nothing but clutter. What's wrong with me? Why do I do that? So my thing today is I'm gonna leave both these rooms better than when I started, and then for the rest of the week I'm gonna try and leave it that way. Let's see how it goes. You see, there's this really cool idea that everything has its own spot. Kind of like its home.
Happy, the ball itself has its own energy, or life force, if you will. Its natural environment is in the home. So why don't you send them home?
And that by like respecting it, even if it's an inanimate object, that you bring some gratitude for its use in your world, you know?
His bags are packed. He's got his airplane tickets.
That guitar, I just never really ever had a good place for it. I'd play it, and I'd put it against the wall or put it on the couch.
Just send him home. It's time to go home there, ball.
You know, starting to do this challenge today, I kind of realized I'm not really respecting that guitar. It kind of needs its own spot. I'm also one of those people who like having my stuff out because I like to see it. Because if I don't see it, I never know. By the way, this camera bag I bought like 3 months ago, the handle broke. This has just been sitting on the floor, so I'm gonna use this. Let's see what I can jerry rig up here. A lot's happened. It's been a very mindful day, and this one was kind of tough on me. For the reasons I've already mentioned in this vlog. It's really brought awareness to everything I've done. Like, even when we went shopping, it was like even every aisle, it was like, wow, what am I coming in contact with? What am I changing? What am I adjusting? It makes you live in the moment more, you know? Which, whoa, my phone went off. And just to appreciate all the stuff that's really happening versus trying to get to your next thing, you know? I never really thought of giving something a home or giving gratitude to all the little things you use on a daily basis, like your pen and a piece of paper, or like my guitar needed a home. You become really appreciative of all that little stuff that you just take for granted. And then there's that whole idea of like you're leaving a room better than it was when you got there. And when you really think about it bigger, like doesn't everyone really want to leave the world better than when they found it? Everything you come in contact with, every person you come in contact with, is it better that they met? Is it better that they came in contact with you, or worse off? A lot to think about with today's little challenge. Tomorrow, new challenge. I'm gonna try and keep this room as clean as I can forever. Life's meant to be experienced. Curiosity will get you there. See you tomorrow.